There I am. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the stream there. I certainly hope you guys are doing great today, because I'm doing pretty good myself. Today is Friday, and I got myself in my head, which is really odd. Hold on, what do we got here? It's weird. I guess I forgot to turn on Twitch. When you go into the mod settings, there is a way you actually have to mute yourself. I forgot to do that. So let me pull that back up here. Let me go ahead and just mute myself. So I don't know if anybody else does that, but it's a little weird, for at least for me, when I hear myself. It's not that I don't like what I hear, but it's also at the same time it's weird to hear myself twice. So got that fixed now. There we come on. It's loading right now. So there we go. Got the chat up and everything, so we can I can see if you guys send me any messages. I have them up here. Now we're going to be back and playing Factorio today. If you notice, title says I hate spiders. Not a big fan of spiders, but we are going to create a spider that looks pretty cool today. I'm going to try to create the Spidertron today. How that's going to work out, I'm not sure. We still need to do a little bit more research to get to that point. So it might take a little bit for us to actually get there. But once we get there, I think it'll be kind of interesting to see what we can do with that. Apparently it's got some rocket launchers, some flamethrowers, machine guns. It's like a mech from Battletech, except it has 8 legs, which is a bit odd. But I digress. So let's pop into the game over here. I'm ready to kind of load it up and go on just a little bit. Cool. Got a game audio. Might want to turn that up just ever so slightly. That should look maybe a little down, just a tiny bit more. But here we are back in our game here. So I had to have to kind of eat kind of quick right before the stream, and something got a little stuck in my teeth. So whatever. But okay, now just making sure all this is running smoothly. For some reason, something's holding this up. What are we waiting on? He's got 2 minutes. I bet you it's actually this condensed material here that's actually causing the backup. And really, it's just the steel that's causing that backup. They're just not producing enough steel, I guess? Like, that's got 100 steel on there. Why in the world is that not producing enough steel? There we go. We might have to make a second line for that. Maybe just put it on this side. The only thing would be trying to get some steel to it, which I think I can just run a conveyor belt this way and get it over there. I think that'll work if we need to. We have a drop on this line here, just like it does on the other one. But I mean, if it's creating enough to where this machine always has 3 when that one runs out, why does it matter? Like, that's as fast as it can go right now. Until we get some speed modules on there, at least. That's kind of the issue. Let me see if I have any more speed modules. But the reason I'm kind of interested so much into that is that what's in these green circuits again? And it's really just getting copper down here again. I want to try something a little bit different here. I want to try this. So it really just pulls from this machine, so that other machines down here, they only go to these guys. Let's try that. Don't know how well that's going to work, but we're going to give it a try. Seems to be working out a little bit better. Oh, but this doesn't have steel now. Oh, but you know what we could do? Place one of these purple ones down. Which I don't have. You know, we don't have any actually on us, but we do have them. Tell this just to pick up steel. There we go. Essentially, this machine is just feeding that machine, so that's kind of expected. We've got plenty of the red circuits, which is kind of a surprise to see, but, you know, it happens. Alright, so, what else can we be doing while we're waiting? Because we're waiting on, let's see. So we need to get military 4 and the rock control unit we're working on now. So really only after this we have to work on military 4, which is, that's not great. So do we start just continue to work on trying to make our yellow beakers faster? Because in that case, what we'd have to do is upgrade one, or get one of these going to, let's see, do we have the materials for it? We don't. We need more copper. Essentially, we can get one more of those going to get some more low-density structure. In that case, once we have enough of the speed modules, we can keep that going pretty quick. So I think it's a good idea. But I'll turn on the Alt one there so you guys can see what is going on, and I can find my copper a little bit easier, like so. Even though my logistic robot was doing a pretty good job of that. Where do I wanna, let's see here. This game, it seems like I blank out so easily, and I have no idea why. So right now, we're just creating all the materials. It's going to be a while before that really gets anywhere close to where we need to be. There's a lot of stuff that goes into one of these tier 3 assembly machines. But we do have a speed module available, so at least that's somewhat working now. So that's always good to see. What? Actually, I want to move this down to there. Where is these coming from? They're coming from over here, so it's these two guys that are creating those. Which, I don't know why I have these two here. Because I have all of these down here that, well, hold on. I mean, really, yeah, it doesn't make any sense why I have those two there at all. Because in that case, get rid of all this. Because in this case, all I can do is this. Or what I can do is this. Let's back this up just a little bit. Get rid of that one. Because now I can just do this. And have this free flow through here. Oh, hold on, I want to stop it there. Because this really needs more circuit boards. We can get those circuit boards to it. Really, we need the green circuit boards over here, and we need the copper wiring over here. So let's do this. Although this would be a good idea because we have all these. Because we have these two, or this one over here, just creating circuit boards, and it's actually doing it at a pretty decent pace. So why not use those somewhere else? So let's get rid of this line here. And really what we could do is, at that point, split that there. Grab some power for this one. And we just want to have the copper wiring being moved. So we can start doing that. I guess what we could do is do something like this and then bring it around this way. It could be done. How are we going to... I think we've placed it there. Let's see if we can get... Is it a long selector? Or actually, really, what I could do is just this. Hold on. I want to delete all that. So that gets that going again. It's not what I wanted. Means this is a little messed up now. Because I need actually one coming in from this side as well if I want to get this to work. And that doesn't work like that. Ah, crap. Alright, well. Let's clean up that belt again. So actually I needed this to dump onto a belt. Kind of like this. Hold on. Like that. That works out. Alright, that seems to work out a little bit better now. So now, actually, let's move this down one. Do something like that. Essentially, be the exact same thing, but I want that a little bit further down. I do want to do the copper wiring there. Because now I can put an inserter here to pull off those circuit plates, or circuit boards. You know, I thought about this. I've been doing a little bit of thinking about some of the streams I've been doing, and this kind of next couple of weeks is going to be a little bit more interesting because I'm not doing a Planet Coaster stream for 2 weeks, so I'm going to do some other streams. But I've noticed that kind of the reason that my Planet Coaster, I think one of the reasons I should say, that my Planet Coaster streams are so popular is because I do tell stories about, you know, when I used to work for Cedar Fair and things like that, and I think people really enjoy listening to those, and I've been trying to think of what I could do for a series like this. You know, what could I, talk, that would kind of also fit into this category. And I guess technology is kind of one of those things that could be. I mean, if some of you don't know, some of you may, I actually work as right now I'm an IT help desk person, so I work mostly with desktops and laptops, working on them. But I do it for a larger company, and every once in a while I do other things as well. I mean, I've worked on computers for forklifts and for scanning, printing, things like that. So I've got a little bit of experience with that. Eventually I want to go into software development, which I actually got my grade finally for my internship, which I got an A in. So technically I believe it is. I've completed all the classes and everything, and I'm in good standing with college, so I should be graduated. I think. I don't know. I don't have a confirmation yet, but hopefully we'll get that soon. That being said, I have been, I've been kind of seeing new technology that I have not seen before, working at the help desk, which seems like an odd idea. But yesterday, I was working at one of our factory locations. The company I work for is a pretty large manufacturer of products. And I got we use Microsoft Teams. Got a message on Teams from our network guy, and he asked me if there was any hard drives delivered. And I was actually visiting the place, so I didn't know much. I mean, I knew some of the places about it, but I didn't know what they were doing. But yeah, the drives had gotten delivered, and he goes, "Can you just verify and make sure they're all good? And I'll be up there probably sometime next week to put them in and fix them." I opened the box up, and they look like normal hard drives, but they're a little bit thicker. They're probably about this big, about that thick. But they were 12 terabyte hard drives. I have never seen one that large, and I had 4 of them on my desk. 48 terabytes of memory. Like, number one, it was baffling. Like, even in the computer I have, I think my computer, while it's not the most spec'd out anymore, it's still a pretty good computer. I only have, I think, 4 terabytes in my computer. That was a third of one of those drives. It was just incredible to see one. Why do you ever need that kind of memory? Well, I think it was mostly, if it was a server, I think it was, or something like that, or a database. Something that really needs a lot of memory kind of makes sense. So to me, that made a little more sense on why they had it, but still, kind of neat to see. So, hopefully we got kind of that situation sorted. We can start hopefully getting enough of these circuits up here so where these guys can just constantly produce. I mean, technically, I should put more of these guys in because we need more of them, but you see here, we've already got 3 of those guys. So that should start pretty much have all the materials it needs constantly. And then these guys are backed up for some reason. Oh, they don't have enough processor ones, like these guys, which are processing units. I was right the first time. But for some reason, it doesn't have enough of something. And what would that be? Oh, just the green components. That's interesting to say the least. So why isn't this feeding, like this side is not, well, it's feeding a little bit. No, not really, because it's just that side there. I don't know why this tunnel's even here anyways. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why that tunnel was there. Like, unless, oh, hold on. I see why now. Whoops. Alright, well, we gotta figure that out. I'm wondering, hold on. There we go. So now we have to figure out how to get these circuit ports over here. I'm wondering if I use a splitter, like right here. Actually back it up as far as we can, just give ourselves enough, as much room as we can. And then this one, the output priority, we're going to filter it only to these circuits here. And make sure that works properly. Looks like that is working properly. So, now that's being done. If I can just get it over to that belt, which I can just do something like this. And rotate it like that. That's going to get enough conveyor belts to connect these 2 up. Which really, you just do that. And there we go. Now that should work. Seems like, these guys have the copper they need because they don't, they're not starving for it now, so that's pretty well. This one maybe having a few more issues, but some of it's getting by, so that's what I was hoping for. Not really. This guy's starting to slow down a little bit, which kind of concerns me. Which really, oh, we have 2 of these now. Dang it! All right, hold on. I think you guys know what I'm exactly going to do. I'm going to do that. There's that. So now we got everything there. Why don't we have those guys in there is a good question. Hey, we got the rocket control unit. So let's get the weapons now. Weapons 4, which does need the yellow beaker still, but it only needs 45, so it's actually not terrible. But for some reason, this is not pulling. Well, yeah, for some reason, this is not pulling. Well, it's got engines in it. Why in the world does it have an engine in it? That's kind of odd, but alright. I don't know why it would have done that, but we fixed it. That's what matters. So I've got a couple tier... I got one tier 2 on me. I can fix that. And then I got a couple tier 1s as well. We can throw those in there. Yeah, I can kind of see why we're having issues, though. We're trying to feed 2 machines with these blue circuits, and it's just not really working out too well. Oh, we got some damage. All right, hold on. We better run up to the northern iron fields while we're because I don't know what got destroyed, but anything getting destroyed is not a great thing. Kind of lucky the iron train's actually here. It's like a turret got destroyed. Well, that's no good. Let's get one getting built here. And the iron train just got here too. That sucks because I don't know how. Let's see here. Let's just do this. Yeah, I know that the iron didn't get completely unloaded, but you know, sometimes we have to run up there if we need to. So, all right, replace the turret real quick. We got that all fixed now. They haven't really been hammering this place, haven't they? Not ideal. This thing's already almost loaded again with iron ore, which is awesome to see because, you know, we actually have a couple dead mines up. We have one dead mine. And I'll just go ahead and ride it back, not worry about it too much. But what I want to do, though, real quick, guys, is I want to run and use the restroom real quick. I know a little bit early, but sometimes it, you know, happens. But what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to jump off here. Oh, let me jump off here. If I hit the wrong button, there we go. And I'll let this go, and I'm going to put the Be Right Back screen up. You guys can listen to the music, and I will be right back. Just give me a couple minutes. I shouldn't take too long, and yeah, we'll see you then. It's not good when I come back and there's 4 flashing lights. Okay, alright, so let me... What's up here? Yeah, that would be an issue. So it looks like we got some turrets destroyed, but the iron train is still here, which is the good thing. Now, I very well could have done a cycle when I was gone, but... something's gone on up at the iron field. We need to go take a look and make sure it's okay. Because what concerns me is that there's a big camp nearby there, and it's starting to affect the iron field enough to where we might have to go deal with that. And what I'd like to do, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to, is go take care of it with the Spidertron. The problem is I don't quite think we... where's the other one at? Hold on. Oh, it's this one. Alright, that's a little odd. but alright. Also going to create a radar station up here. Because, well, you know, while we're up here, we can go fix the mine real quick. I'm going to create a radar station up here. Number one, I know it'll draw a few more enemies to this area, but it will also help me look for potential camps of theirs as well. So, bit of a trade-off here, but I think it's kind of worth it. Also, tell us a little bit more about this area as well, because I think it should. Where's that miner at? Alright. There we go. Alright, so that is something's got big going on here. I just don't know what yet. But it's odd that, you know, they attack the iron field more than they do, because there's a camp right there. But they attack the iron field more than they do the copper field, which is a bit odd, at least to me thinking that. You know what I'm wondering? I wonder if we should actually build a laser turret up here, just to help beef up our security just a little bit more. Did I just get almost... I just got hit by the train. But I had my personal shield on, so it didn't really matter. Okay, actually I lost part of my shield and my health. Yikes, that would have been bad. Oh boy, here's another attack of them. Jeez, Pete's. Yeah, that's an issue. Holy cow. I built another laser turret, didn't I? Oh, no, I built that's a personal laser. Oh, hold on. Do I actually have a personal laser? Or do I have one equipped? I don't. Why don't I have a personal laser equipped? No, I do. Alright, number one, we need to go grab the iron train back here. So we need to go take out that camp ASAP, because I did not realize how bad that was. And my god, it was massive. So I'm going to grab the tank, and hopefully that'll work. Military fort, we're already over halfway up there, so that should work out pretty well. So now, we'll let it sit there for just a couple seconds while I can get it back over here. Let's go grab that and get going again. Sweet tea is brewed. I'm just going to get the tea bag out of there. I didn't drink sweet tea for a couple of streams, but you know what? I was kind of in the mood for it. Because, honestly, it was hilarious. I was eating breakfast this morning, and I saw somebody, I think it was in Texas, maybe? Maybe not. It might have been out west. I know it was out west more. They actually created a Earl Grey tea pie. Don't know how that worked. It looked amazing, but yeah, they made it. Essentially, they steeped Earl Grey and then made like a cream out of it and made like a cream pie out of it. It looked really good though. I don't deny that. It looked really good. All right, so where is our tank at? Oh, there it is. Let's check it and make sure that it has. Okay. I think we should, you know, like the flame canister is what I'm kind of concerned about, because if we're up to with a lot of these guys, you know, we all know that the flamethrower is the best way to deal with bugs. And kind of, we're going to have a bug-on-bug match here soon. We're going to have the spider versus the aliens, essentially. And that sounds amazing. Alright, so let's go ahead and run up here. And let's make sure we can kind of clear out these camps up here. I think it's just this one small camp that's doing all that. But there's just a lot of... It's spawning bugs pretty quick, which kind of concerns me, because that means we're producing a lot of pollution to let these guys spawn like they do. They're about ready to attack again, looks like. Come on, boys. There we go. Oh, shoot. Oh, my personal laser's going! Alright, that's kind of cool. Didn't know it would do that, but now that is amazing. Now this tank is equipped with a laser. This is starting to sound more and more like Battletech every time we play it. Pew, pew. All the small lasers, all the small lasers. Oh, by the way, didn't know this. So, Mitch Gittleman, if you've ever looked him up, if you ever watched Death from Above or anything like that, he played the... Oh, crap. He played the Lord Commander, stuff like that. Apparently, they were going to get rid of small lasers. And that was just like... That was their whole goal. And, this is an issue. So I was kind of concerned they were destroying, like, walls and the charts. And it looks like they just destroyed a laser or a PowerPoint, which I'm okay with that. But yeah, apparently they were supposed to actually get rid of small lasers in BattleTech, and he kind of campaigned for him, like, hey, this is especially for smaller mechs and things like that. These are actually really useful and things like that. And eventually they kept them, you know, in the original like tabletop game and the actual video games later on. I just think there was a episode of Death from Above. He was singing All the Single Ladies by Beyonce, but he was singing All the Small Lasers, and every time that makes me laugh. And I gotta go back and watch that. I think it's rather hilarious. There we go. So there's our camps cleared up now. I'm going to run over their dead corpses because I can, even though I'm taking acid damage. Again, repair the tank real quick. But at least now we're halfway, or those camps are a little bit farther away now. I think there's actually another one up here. Yeah, we got nothing else to really to do. I mean, we're waiting on stuff to be produced, both for... oh god, that's a massive camp. Alright, well, this, number one, let's save the game, because I don't want to lose everything here. Alright, we just got to take it nice and slow, like we usually do. There's a lot of acid spinners in this one. Oh boy, this is not fun. This is not going to go well. This is not going well. Tank just exploded. Okay, alright, well, personal defenses. Yeah, that would be the issue. My lord, we played for 28 hours already. Wow. It's pretty impressive. Number one, highest kills, big spiders. But we also have train stops on here, which kind of concerns me. Alright, let's load the game back up. That is the reason that I saved the game first, because I honestly have no idea what I'm getting myself into when something like this comes up. Alright, let's burn all the bugs first. Be exterminators. Alright, let's clear all these guys out. I'm gonna slow... Well, this isn't gonna work. And I'm stuck. Alright, oh, I'm out of flamethrower ammo. Let's back up even more here. Alright, I think that might be our test for our Spidertron, is that base. Because right now, our big tank can take it out, which is an issue. I'm back up to the relative safety of the copper camp. Okay, well, that's a bit of an issue. Did not expect it to be that big. However, let's roll into here. Okay, you can use these mining places as outposts, and it's kind of nice. But I think at least for now, the iron field is okay. It's that okay. It's probably not the best in the world, but ooh, looks like we've taken a bit of damage up here. Let's go ahead and get this fixed up before it becomes a bigger issue. I should put another computer, another robot camp up here. That probably would not be the worst idea in the world. It does take quite a few resources, however. It's probably not the worst idea in the world just because it keeps up on repairs a lot easier than it would otherwise. I'll run down. So it looks like, did they destroy another turret down here maybe? Might need to go get the materials for that. It looks like they did. Sorry, let's leave the tank out here. And that might have been destroyed the last time we were here, and I just didn't notice it. That's very possible. Alright, I don't see where I put that turret up there, yes. There we go. All fixed up now. There we go. Let's go ahead and turn and burn. Let's start heading back down south. I mean, kind of, ooh. Is there another big camp down there? It's probably what's attacking up here. Save the game. Stream 3 playthrough. Just in case, because we already know what happened with the other one. But we don't have, this time we don't have any flamethrower items, which is a bit of an issue. Looks like pretty much all their turrets are down. I think we can take this camp out. Usually that shouldn't be too big of an issue. There we go. I think there's even a bigger camp south of here. Alright, you gotta keep an eye on that while I repair real quick. This is getting kind of a little difficult, you know, with you know, hold on, save game. With all these guys coming after us, it's just like, ooh, this is not ideal. What concerns me though, this one looks bigger. Maybe not as bad. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just seeing things. Do 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 do. This personal laser thing is pretty amazing. I wonder what would happen if I equipped multiples of them. Like, does that actually work? I'm about to lose the tank again. Oh, alright, never mind. No, don't turn into the acid. Alright, well. Ooh, that was a bit risky, but we got it. We were almost at a quarter health. Not ideal. Alright, back in. There's another camp down there. Should we take that out real quick? Maybe we should. They want to resupply the tank, which unfortunately I don't think we have any flamethrower materials being processed right now. We need to get just a dedicated line for that so we have just a crate of it ready when we need it. And this one's not bad at all. Yeah, that wasn't too bad at all. That one was closer to the base, so I figured that might not be the worst idea to take that out. That base kind of concerns me in that, holy cow, these are getting kind of big. Well, this could get interesting very quickly, and that concerns me. Alright, so let's go back and resupply this stuff. Because this thing, while amazing, is starting to run low on ammo. Let's give it a quick repair. Oh, there's also stuff damaged over here. This is getting a little worrisome. Like, we're getting to a point, it's like, alright, do we need to actually start worrying about our defenses more now? I mean, that's maybe a big thing. I'm thinking about, like, that. I want to know also how the howitzer works. Because that seems like something we could really... If we put a couple around the base and just launch a bunch of, like, you know, artillery shells at people, that would be amazing. So this guy needs steel. The problem is I have no idea where I could get steel from. Kind of an issue. I mean, I could just dump steel in here. Which, for what little we actually do, is not terrible. Alright, so we've got military done. We can actually get the artillery now. Artillery wagon, artillery turret. See, that would be fun. Like, this is the kind of stuff it's like, alright, this is pretty neat. But then we only actually have, those are like infinite ones that we can just do over and over again. But no, I think we've unlocked it finally. Maybe not. Where are we missing now? Why can we get the Spidertron? Am I missing something here? Hold on. Nope. That's not what anything we need. No. Don't see anything on there. Ah, I bet we have to get this thing first, which honestly won't take us that long, but let's double check and make sure there's nothing else standing in our way. Ooh, Power Armor Mark II. Oh, we need to get that probably too this episode. It looks like it's just this thing. So let's, I mean, it's 60, or it's 660 each, but it's 300 of them. It's quite a lot. Alright, so let's look at, didn't we have a place here somewhere that did, we do, actually it's right here. We have 2 iron chests we could put there. One in, one out. I think that was kind of our issue though, is we just didn't have the steel to really keep that line going, which now, not really that concerned about steel. I mean, we have a lot of it. Let's just be real. Where did I put the... did we get rid... Not rid of all the steel, but... did we... Where's all the... Hold on. Where's all the iron ore at? That's another question to be answered. Okay, just now starting to get back through here. Do we not have a place that we pull off steel anymore? It's quite possible we don't. We can do it here, but I want one of the slower ones just because it's a little, while we need steel and stuff like that, I don't want to steal all of it. Do something like that. So once this starts, you know, getting metal again, we can start using it to start processing more. But in the meantime, we can probably just steal a bit of steel. Steal a bit of steel. Funny! That's what it was. That's exactly what that was. Let's see here. Actually, right over here is where we want to go. Let's throw that in there. Produce a few canisters at least. What? Why is that? There we go. I don't know what this was producing. I really don't. Unless it was a refinement source for something like this, but I don't see that happening. Ah, I see what it is for. Is creating solid fuel at one point. Makes a bit more sense now. Which, I'll be honest with you, we hardly ever use... I mean, we use solid fuels, but... Like, we could use it for our trains here. But, like, I don't know why we're... I don't know why we have coal anymore. It's very pollutive. And honestly, we can get kind of the same effect from solid fuels. And solid fuels burn longer. And, it just makes more sense when we switch from coal to... Now, some things still need coal. Like this, when they're producing plastics, they still need coal. But like here, this just runs down and fuels the train. Why don't we switch this? So let's do this. Cut this off. Rotate this one there. Across and then down. Alright, now we can actually get rid of this line here. I really just want to clean it out. Let's see here. Now, we need to figure out a way to get the solid fuel over there. Which really what I could do, tunnel. A couple of these guys. I've already got a splitter. Do it there. Ooh. Oh, that's what it was. It wasn't actually coming down. Alright, it was actually coming down this way, not up. Alright, hold on. Let's turn that. Which really, I can just scoop all this up because this line is not producing solid fuels at the moment. Let's get rid of all this. So really, we need a splitter here. And then we'll turn this guy. Bring that out to there. Now I need to get this. We need a couple of those. Probably 2 more at least. Something like this. Actually, I'm going to turn this and go under the coal here. One out, and then a couple more of those. Turn, turn. There we go. So now, at least solid fuels have some purpose. They're not just getting piled up everywhere. And really, what I need to do, take the coal out and let the solid fuels take over. So all this has oil in it. It's slowly being drained. Alright, let's get the... Ooh, that's already got solid fuel in it, so never mind. There we go. So now... all this should not have to worry about, or really we don't have to worry about coal down here anymore, except for the plastics making. You can find one of my dump chests. Here they are. That one's full. This one. Not bad, actually. I'll take the stone. I'll put the solid fuel in there just in case. There we go. So now, we almost have the efficiency module done. Once we get that done, we should be able to build our Spidertron. And that will be amazing. Can we actually do something like this? Just try to get 2 of these going here. because it's backing up pretty good. So if we just throw as much copper wiring as we can on there, hopefully we can keep up with that. Now we can build our Spidertron. It needs 2,500 of these things. Are you kidding me? All right, well, we might be in a bit of for a long haul on this one. Let's actually get this one going again, because I figured, you know, at least if we need coal, we have it. Like, I'm trying to think what's this going to? That's the one going south that could produce the plastics. So what's this? This one's going to feed this train here, and then up north to feed the rest of the trains. I'm really thinking about just converting all the trains to solid fuel. Because really, then we'd only have to mine coal for the grenades, and then for the grenades and the plastics. It seems like that would be, you know, cut some pollution. If you look here, let me look at the pollution. Yeah, it's not great. Bit of a yikes. I don't know. It might not be the worst idea to try to cut back on the pollution as much as I can. See, this is what I'm kind of concerned about, because these yellow beakers is a bit of an issue. Because if you look at this, we have just tons of purple ones available. We don't have enough of the yellow ones to really satisfy that. So, in that case, speed modules. How many do we have? We have 8. Let's actually put up a second one of these low density structure ones. I think I have an idea of how I can do it. Make it a little bit easier on me. So there is that one. So this guy is going to produce low density structure. I'm going to go ahead and give it 4 speed modules. So we can pull copper right from here. It can pull plastics from the original feed line. So now it needs steel. How are you going to get steel over here? This guy needs steel as well. If we move this up 1, and we put a splitter here, the splitter only filters steel to the right. And for some reason this is not producing any, it's just very slow right now. Let's go again and give these guys a bit of a boost. Let's get 100 steel on them. This guy's just not needing that much steel. Is there any way we can actually use this? Hold on, can we do something like this? That is going to work. Alright, so right now that's how that's going. If I loop this, and then only have, I mean, I guess what I could do, loop this, or let me grab some more conveyor belts. We're going to grab some more materials here soon. But if I loop it to there, I don't want to do that. Actually, get rid of that one. Alright, let's leave it like that. And then can I make this any longer here? I can. If I can do that, then I can move this around to the side. No, I can't. Need a purple inserter. Let's try one of those. If I take it from here and then go directly into a tunnel, I mean, I can do it, which is fine. We whitelist only steel here. That guy will then just spit steel onto those or onto that conveyor belt, which will work, and also pull from the other ones. We don't have to, you know, we can at least try to leave, or we can at least use more than just that 1 or 2 furnaces we had. All right, so now I need one of those tunnels. We're gonna need a couple of these guys. Right here, and ooh. Alright, let's do one more tunnel. I just realized that I don't have any way of getting this into the machine. But if I do something like this, and put that in there, that works out pretty good. And then I output it there. This guy does not have any speed modules. We need to do that. We had enough, so that's good. So it actually makes 3 every time. Alright, so that's not as bad as I thought it was. Now we're running low on copper, which is not ideal. Really, I need to do this. Because now pretty much it has all the materials it needs to keep up. I mean, it's still lacking a little bit on here, but I digress. Seems like we're doing okay. It looks like we're still... Yeah. Copper still seems to be a bit of an issue, which is not ideal. And this might be part of our problem here, is that we're just not producing enough steel. Alright, we're producing enough steel. The problem is it's not getting to where it needs to go. So what happens if I hold on, let's try something a little radical here. By radical I mean moving that back 1 space. Making a low density structure here. I have that piece there, but because now what I can do is actually strip this away, and actually I can do this, and then run this along there, and steel. So now both are getting fed by the same system. We don't have to worry about that. Let's go and convert one. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Let's actually want one of those. So I convert one of these to that. Now this one's only going to take copper plating. And this one's only going to take the steel, plastic, and then it needs an output, which I can do there. This seems to be working better, except for the fact that doesn't have its speed modules, which it needs. Now, unfortunately, I think we're just out of copper, which is a bit unfortunate because that's going to slow everything down. All right, we got to figure out. Once again, we need more copper. And it's mainly, it's like we can't, it's not like we can't refine it all. We can refine as much as they give us. The problem is it looks like our supply is not the best in the world. Go here and take a look. It looks like only one thing's getting copper right now. Spotted at a solid 4%. I don't know. It's a little befuddling what's going on with this supply line. What I might need to do is just put in more mines in the copper mines. It probably wouldn't be the worst idea to run up there and do that. It's not ideal when this is starting to back up. It's because we have so much iron. It's not ideal, but looks like it is happening. But man, we got a nice steady stream of iron now. Let's see how much iron is actually getting down to our production facility in the south. So this one down here. Seems like a fair amount is. But if you look down here, only like the first 3 smelters are actually getting any copper. Bit of a predicament, because now we're not getting enough copper wiring down to these guys, which need it both for these circuits. Well, we need it for the circuits, and then which in turn we need it for these processing units. So it's a bit of a conundrum what exactly we need to do, because it's slowly trickling down here, but it's just like we're just not getting enough copper ore down here. I mean, we could do what we did with... Hold on. Oh, that's right. We're actually not pulling anything from the train right now. We're actually just getting rid of what we had up here. Maybe not ideal, but we're not talking that much iron that copper that we're losing. And if we stopped making copper here, we'd lose about 80,000 copper. We're not losing out on that much, really. Do we just cut our loss there? And... not really sure what to do at this point. Because, like, do we cut our loss there, and then we take all the... I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut all these off. Kind of marking the official end of iron or copper production. At least copper ore production at the main base. I'm going to leave this one here, though. Because what I think I can do is do something very similar to what I did with the other... or with our iron train. Essentially what I want to do is turn that there. Cut that off there. And then make this go straight like this. And then we'll have to bring it in somewhere along here. So I'm gonna have to cross the tracks at least, probably at least once, probably twice. Something like that. And like that. We'll rotate that around. Let's grab a bunch more of these guys. So now that should get to there, and then there. There we go. So now one car from the copper train is just feeding the that southernmost area. But I think it's time, since we're essentially needing... Oh, crap. What do we can actually get rid of all these power poles here. Make it look a little bit cleaner through here. If we need this area for something, we do have some extra room now. Copperfield. Let's send this guy back here. So what we need to do, though, is since we have 9 mines, I think we take all those up and throw them in the copper field, and just essentially I want to create as much iron as we can, as fast as we can, and that should allow us to get the cycle time for how long the copper train or how long it takes between unloading here at like unloading here and then doing go out, pick it up and bringing it back and unloading again. I'm trying to cut as much time as that out as we can, because if we don't, the problem is it starts back, or it'll start slowing down production of pretty much everything. We're at 7% already, so it's only taken us an hour and 15 minutes to get there. We might be cutting a little close for that, but I do want to at least give it a test drive today. I don't know if we'll get a full combat situation out of it, but we'll see. We also might have to bump up the amount of iron ore leaving this area too, or amount of unloaders unloading things too. I could be wrong, but what kind of concerns me though is that we're going to put a weight. Northern Iron Field, add condition, time passed. We'll bump it up to 2 minutes, because if we don't, that's a bit of an issue, because it could just be there, you know, it could just be unloading one, but we're missing iron for the rest of this place. So yeah, it's a bit of an issue we'll need to take care of. But I think that here with copper, we're not really too concerned with, because we don't have enough of it, essentially. We're about to take off from this place here. At least I thought we were. I still have a lot of copper in them for some reason. Or if it's because that these are getting full. I don't think they are, but I've got almost 2,000 in it. But you see, here's kind of the issue. So now that we have all these iron chests, or some of these are starting to get kind of empty, we haven't even left yet with our copper train. That's kind of the issue with it. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Alright, got it in. Okay, didn't mean to cut it that close, but we did. Alright. So let's get a 2, 3, 3. Don't worry, I have plans to power all this. There we go. Problem is now we need conveyor belts. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're gonna create 8 of these really quick. Put them out here so we can at least get more going this way. Also, I'd like to... Actually, not what I wanted to do. I actually wanted to do this. So essentially, I'm just going to do what I did so I can use both sides of the belt. Get a little bit more out of it. There we go. That looks good to me. Now both sides are almost packed and stacked, which is awesome to see. 3, 4. 2, 3, and 4. Now this should allow for more copper to get in here a little bit faster. At least that is the hope, at least. This is also what's kind of concerning, is that like this car up here hardly has any in it, and these two are already full. So do I need to make some more mines up here. Let's create all 10 of them. Let's put them on this side here. I'm just trying to boost production as much as I can. So I think I'm going to have to run back a little bit right here in a minute and grab more conveyor belts for all this place. Didn't think about that before I went mine crazy. I guess if I just stopped that, I can build a few. There we go. Still build one more. Alright, that'll work. And there we go. Alright, so now that should boost our copper production quite a bit. How much more copper do we have here? We still have 7 million. So I think we're okay for now. Hopefully that this will... I guess really what I could do is reroute this one. Up like this. Hold on. Actually, I just want to do this. Now, if I do that, it's going to back that up quite a bit, isn't it? I do have a switch here, though. That might help a little bit. Just to help get more copper over here than it would originally have. So I think this will help a little bit. Maybe not be the most perfect idea in the world, but, you know, I think it's enough to where we wouldn't have to worry then. So what little copper I have in there. Right now we're almost getting to the point where we don't have a wait condition. We need to do that. Let's turn it up to 2 minutes just so that we can get at least get some copper going to the other places. I think once that kind of gets built up, or kind of gets going, I think we'll be okay with that. Might just take it a minute for it to kind of catch up and get all that ore into those boxes, but up to 8% now on the Spidertrons. Because these guys were in desperate need of copper because they were most of this was already out, but that is okay. You know what? Also, let's do this and that. Seems like it's working out pretty well. Oh man, I just feel a little sore today for some reason. I just want to stretch out a little bit. Oh, just in the back. I want to feel a little bit of a sore back and to stretch that out. Feels pretty good. So what else could we be doing in the meantime while we essentially wait on Spidertron? Well, let's see if we can maybe produce anything a little bit faster, just to make this go a little bit easier. Besides copper, I don't know if we really could do much else. I mean, what we could do, there's a little spot down here. It's only got 400,000 copper. But what we could do is essentially... Oop, I keep hitting my microphone. Essentially just make that our copper supply for this area. That might work. I'm not sure. This thing's getting a pretty steady feed of copper now. So that's pretty good. Actually, this might be more than what it really needs to, and maybe not ideal, but it works. Now it's getting plenty of copper. It's now we're actually starting to stack up a little bit, which is kind of what I want a little bit. Because if we start stacking all this up, that means when the train's not here, it still has a little bit of buffer that has to work through before it fully runs out of iron ore to process or copper ore to process. It seems like, matter of fact, it looks like we're actually full on copper plates now. A bit of a change from what we were having issues with. Oh, we don't have enough of these guys. Hold on, what's going on with this guy? We don't have enough electrical circuit or of these guys down here. Would be a bit of an issue. Do we need to make more of these? We might need to. Or can we just create... Hold on. I don't have enough material. I need more iron plates. I wonder if I can upgrade that to a tier 3. Would that... And then add enough speed modules to it. Will that make any difference? I don't know if it will or not. But, you know, what's the worst that can happen? I mean, we just waste time, essentially. Which, it's not like the most ideal situation in the world to waste time, but... There we go. Let's get one of these going. One available. Because it seems like it's got all the materials that we need. It's just producing it in them is a little bit of a challenge. So, do we have any speed modules available up here? Holy cow, we do. Alright, because we're waiting on more of these guys. Need to stop that first. There we go. And get rid of this guy. And make the electronic circuits and speed modules. But we're out of copper again. Well, that's unfortunate. That didn't last very long. I think what we need to do, I think since I'm just getting a little tired of having to deal with all this, I think we just need to go and create, I think we need to build like 4, well, probably more than that. Maybe about 8 miners. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Run out here. And just, we'll build a little wall. We just straight up. And that we're going to put a copper mine on here. Because I'm just getting a little bit fed up with having to wait on copper for everything. So go. Actually, power doesn't have to go as far as I thought it would have to. That's a bit of an issue. Alright, we'll need a couple of these guys. Alright, so now that we've got... Well, I don't know if that's going to be enough. First off, can we build one of the more advanced ones? We need more steel. I can get more steel, though. Hang on, is there a camp? Oh, no, it's like... I thought there was a camp, like, right here. I'm like, well, what's going on? No, that's just actually our oil field. So, let's go up here. Well, how much does that go? We got 8 canisters. That's not ideal, to be honest with you. But let's run up here. We should have a small stash of iron somewhere, or steel somewhere. Aha. Look at that. Perfect. Looks amazing. Alright, so... what do we need? We need one of these, at least, or say, at least one of these power things. Probably more like more, but... I digress. Actually, you know what? If we did this, and then built one more for this side, we can power this whole copper area with 2 of these things and not have to worry about power anymore. Let's go grab a couple more miners, because we'll need those. Oh, it's still building the power thing. Like, I don't see it anywhere, but that makes sense. Come on. One more. You can do it. There we go. So, nope. Now, we should be able to pretty much cover this entire area like that. Understandably, the miners getting backed up here, which is fine. Come on. Why this is taking... I don't know. Maybe I'm just not being as patient today as I usually am. But I want to get this done. I want to see Spidertron. Because that seems like the next kind of big step in our military kind of thing. Or combat, I should say. By 3 more mines, I think we can pretty much cover this whole area with mines then. There we go. And probably one there. That one's probably not going to last very long, but still. Alright, so now, conveyor belt. I need I only built 12. I'm probably going to need a few more than that, but... I think... just because I'm going a little overboard, maybe a little excessive with this, I'm going to actually create 2 lines and then merge them eventually up there. As to where I'm going to merge them, I'm not 100% sure yet, but... let's see here. Go this way. There. that should work. Let's create a bunch of these guys. We also need a tunnel, but can't go down this way. Need to make it just a path system through here so I can actually just walk around. Be kind of nice. I think bringing it up right around there will work. Probably need to create quite a few more of these guys. I'll leave those there because that's where the second line's going to go anyway, so it's not like it's not going to get used. Copper's slowly starting to make its way up here. Well, that worked out horribly wrong. Alright, so we've almost got the copper into the station, or into the base now, so that is a good thing. Can I do... Oh, I can't. I figured we couldn't, but I figured I'd at least give it a shot. Alright, so almost where we need to be. I think I have an idea. Oh, I didn't realize that turret was destroyed. We need to fix that, like, ASAP. I didn't know they even attacked over here. It looks like they did, and they did quite a bit of damage, because this one's already broken too. Although I think that might have been before... really, I did much over here. Like I did a lot of the clearing already. That's probably before that. Alright, so here's the idea. If I can get this to work. If I reroute this first. Alright, and then bring this up. I'm thinking... Need to run this a little bit more out this way here. Actually move this up to here, just so that it still gets the same benefits and everything. There we go. Now, if I bring this across this way. This is where it's going to get a little more fun because I got to figure out how in the world to actually get it to the other side of the smelteries here. That'll work. Problem is it won't pull for this belt. That's kind of an issue. And honestly, I don't know if we really need to run two belts up here. At least right this second. So you'll notice here, it's already starting to break up. So it's already processing more than this belt can, or at least this side of the belt can handle. So I don't know why we can't do something like this. I just want to leave that one there. I want to move this one. Do like we kind of do. So one side just feeds one side of the belt, and then, you know, kind of vice versa. That should help solve our copper issue, hopefully. It was more the fact that I was just getting kind of annoyed that we just ran out of copper so much. But that should work out pretty good. Hopefully. But as we will never run out of copper over here now until that mine runs out. Then we got a different issue, but I'm thinking, what would happen if we just actually rerouted this again to where we don't really pull anything from this train up here. We send that all down the main copper area. So it would be like that. Let's cut it back just a little bit so that if we ever need to use it, we have it. Kind of the idea, at least. Probably can't go through that way. You need to come back up here. And now we can try to figure out how, well, I guess feeding from the other side, it's going to have a good supply of copper for a while, so not really that concerned with it. So it looks like everything pretty much has a steady supply of everything. Except we got a problem over here with something. I really just, it's going slow. That's all it is. I think we need to upgrade that to a tier 3. Which we have the materials for, so it's not like it's the end of the world there. Do want to speed that up just a little bit. Let's see if we have any speed mod. We have 2 down there already. If we have 2 more, we can fully max out that tier 3, which we do. We got plenty of them. It's kind of a surprise, but alright. Where do I... Where's... Alright, here it is. And let's make this heaven going to make airframes. Steel. Why are we not... That's probably why. There we go. And speed modules. Once again, we're having an issue where we don't have enough of these circuits. You know, it may not be the worst idea to actually create a line like I did over here for the electronic circuits. Seems like they're having enough issues with them that may not be the worst idea in the world. how's Spider-Man doing? We're up to 10% now. I have a feeling that we may or may not have this done before. We may not have this done before the end of the stream, which is a bit of a letdown. I wanted to see Spider-Tron. So it looks like we really only need one airframe to make it. It looks like it's pumping them out fast enough to where it's pretty much keeping this going constantly, which is okay. It's not a huge deal that it's not like 100% efficient, that it's just putting them out as fast as it can, but it might just be a slow grind to get to a Spider-Tron. I hate to say that, but I think it might be that way sometimes. How long does it take me to actually make it? It takes me 105 seconds. Really? Oh, I guess total. Like, if I had to make everything. Which is fair. Also, the copper mine, we're out of materials for it. Let's go ahead and put this one back up just because I don't have that many coal mines anymore. Research. Notice not all these have speed modules on them. We need to do that. I mean, not like they're not going through these pretty quick. I mean, well, at least the ones that have the speed modules are going through them pretty quick. But like these up here that are actually getting the science for them, it's yeah, it's something we need to do. Let me go grab some more speed modules if we have any available, which actually are down here. I have one. Alright, well, that's maybe not ideal. Let's be real here. So let's take this out here and do that. Ow. Finger just... I don't know if anybody else has this issue, but like every once in a while, some of my fingers, I know middle finger here and my ring finger over here, they'll just like lock like this, and I actually have to pull them out. I don't know. It's a little weird, but every once in a while it does happen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take actually the speed modules out of these, because these things hardly ever get used because of the fact they just don't get the research materials much. So I'm going to do is I'm going to throw these in here just to make these, the ones that actually do the research, a little bit faster. And eventually I do plan on getting speed modules back into every one of them, but for now, while we're, you know, wanting to get as many yellow beakers out as possible, let's, you know, make these as fast as we can. These all full, they are. You know what, let's put a timer on this one. So this one, add a weight condition, or, there we go. might have a bunch of... Oh, we have 39 235s up here. It's pretty good. I haven't been up here in a little bit, so it's not the worst idea to come up here and double check on everything, make sure everything's going okay. And I've noticed, I don't know how long this thing has not had a conveyor belt to it, but it could be a while. I mean, these things are still running tier 2 speed modules. See how long it's been up here since I've been up here. So, not ideal in the least bit. Alright. There's actually a couple camps surrounding this place. It's not ideal, but it's what we got. Thankfully, this place doesn't produce a lot of pollution. So, kind of helps a little bit. Throw that in there. Uranium mine. Let's head back to the main base. Do. I think the only place we haven't visited on our railway is our oil fields just down south. You know, not too bad. All right, I have an idea. I'm gonna place a third box over here. Place all these. I'm gonna replace them with all special, like filtered inserters. So this one's gonna pull out U238. This one's also gonna only pull U238 out. This one's only gonna pull U235 out. And then we do that. So now that should kind of keep this process going pretty well. I'm not really concerned with how many fuel rods we have. We have a lot of them. And only one of our nuclear reactors is going, because it's full of spent uranium rods. Bit of an issue. To be fair, is a bit of an issue. So let's get that fixed. There we go. We got both reactors going again. I need some more iron plates down here. Grab those really quick. There's some steel. There's my copper, or my iron. Well, I don't know how I got those mixed up, but alright. There we go. So now that should get that to the original, like, recycling. We have a recycling line for uranium fuel cells, so that should get it over to there. We can actually reprocess those into, I think, more uranium-238. It's the more abundant one, but still, it's not too bad. Still need to, you know, make sure we can keep all that we can. It's not. It actually seems to be, this system here for the nuclear thing, I haven't really had to worry about it, which is awesome. So look at this. We're for production. Oh, hold on. Are we really that low now? Ooh. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. I didn't know we were that low on stuff. So let's create a couple more turbines. Let's create at least 2 more. That should help a little bit. Yeah, I didn't know we were that low on power. You remember when I said I didn't really have to worry about the nuclear power system? Well, guess I was a bit wrong, but I might have to build the wall out a little bit more just so we have some more room to put more turbines in, which I can do really quick. That's no big deal. Well, I say really quick. We also then have to move the turrets, which takes a lot longer, which, you know. Just make this corner. So now that we have kind of an inner ring and an outer ring here. The more the issue is that, the bigger issue I should say, is actually trying to get all this ammo over to another place here. While this is nice to have all this, we don't need it right now over here. Alright, let's clear all this up now. Just connect that one to there. And this one into there. Now I'm wondering about something. Can we actually build one of these? Hold on. And then put it like out here and have it cover a bunch of them. Looks like I can, but this one still needs some pipe work to it. Get that one spinning again. Alright, so we're up to 52. It's not bad. We just need more turbines. And my coaster stuck to my glass and fell into the floor. Not ideal. I'm wondering though, should I just switch all these over to laser turrets? I mean, that would make it easier. We don't have to worry about ammo then, at least for this part. We have all that ammo built up there, so it's, I don't know. It's a little bit of an odd situation. Or kind of an awkward one, because like I'm trying to be abandoning part of my thing. So we're almost there. Can we get one more turbine? How much would that, what do I need? I need more copper. I think I can do that. Let me see here. Where did I put my copper at? There's my box. So let's create 2 more turbines, because we might need both. Grab some more iron plates here. Inventory is almost full, which is not ideal. I'll be honest with you. I think with those copper, I think what's happening is with all those copper refineries going all at once, it's not a big fan of what we're doing here. There is 1 turbine already. Alright, so now we're actually producing more than we need. The problem is we were at one point spiking to 60, which we can produce 62 right now. Some of this stuff looks like it's not operating. Let's Put one more on there just in case. That means we're producing 74 megawatts now. If it spikes to 62, we have plenty. So I'm not concerned about that too much. It doesn't need as much steam in it. You know, it doesn't need as much, or it needs more steam, but it doesn't need it as often as, I guess you can say. So here's my idea also. So I was thinking about how to fix this turret situation. So we don't lose all this, you know, or lose all this ammo into my inventory. If I do something like that, I can then run the belt back north now. Get rid of these guys. We have them already. Might as well use them. A little recycling project here. We can also probably get rid of this one. This one, because these are all now inside. So we can borrow those. And put one there. 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 And there. Now, we can use this. Let's bring it right out to the wall here. And then we'll have to turn it there. Let's use one of those guys, make sure that... Ooh. Well, we don't have power out here. Bit of an issue. There. That guy there, that guy there, and that guy there. That's going to work there. There we go. There we go. So now all that ammo can still be used, while at the same time I have more room now for all the turbines that we're doing. Let's actually move this turbine. I want to make it look a little bit nicer. Make it look like we've actually kind of planned this out a little bit more. Though I don't know why that's farther back. Oh, there's a pipe there. That's why. So I'm like, I don't know why that's farther back than the rest of them, but that would make sense. Can we actually run a pipe? Hold on. We have plenty of stuff to do so. Just to run a pipe straight across here, just so that we have a good efficiency. Oh crap, that's not gonna work. Like a good supply of steam to at least some of the, or most of the turbines. So that should work now. Still producing 74.5 megawatts. That's a good thing to see. Let's look on here and see how the copper is being not produced. That's an issue. Still coming in quite a bit. The problem is it's just, you know what I should do actually? Let's do that. And then we get one of those guys. And there we go. So now that should pretty much keep this, hopefully keep all this going pretty much constantly. Whether it will or not, I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. Spidertron's up to 17%. Not terrible, but still not great. That looks interesting, but You know, I don't know. We're getting. I don't know how many more streams we'll do. You know, we'll have of this because it's like we're getting towards the end. We're actually starting to send stuff into space. Eventually, we're just going to send ourselves into space and say we're done here. But that's how the game ends, at least. That's what we got going on over here. We don't have enough of these green circuits again. I really am half tempted to put a tunnel here. Double check and make sure this will work. Essentially put a tunnel there. And then building a bunch of just, not a bunch. I have, what, one here. At this point, I'm just getting a little frustrated with all this. Let's move this back then. Because this to... I need to turn it right there. Yes, I can turn it right down this way. Oh, shoot. I didn't know that was there. Figure out a way to get this. Actually, if I just do this, move that up one, and then bring it underground. There we go. So now I need to get iron plates over here somehow. I can split it from here. Where can I bring it across? If I do one more. Oh, great, my oil field's getting attacked now. It's not ideal, but right now I really don't have the capacity to really go take anything else. I mean, our tanks are doing pretty okay, but you know. So there's that. Now if I split it, or remove that one, I can split it right there. And then rotate that and slide that over there. So now we have our everything we need on one belt. So this guy needs to produce that. I'll redo this once again. Move to there. And then do this. Run that to there. Pipe underground to there. Need two more pipes. There we go. So now we need to get this. 1, 2, 3. We're going to be making these guys. There's my input area. And my output area there. Now, I've got this. I can do that and get everything powered. Go underneath like that. This needs to now come up here. I gotta figure out a way to get copper wiring over here now. Which I can do that by splitting it here. Splitting it here, running it down and across and then back up. I might have to move this stone line a little bit. Unless I can actually just go underground here. This might work. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, that's now dumping on just that one side of the belt. Which I don't know why I have copper wiring on this belt anyways. Kind of the other issue though is we can't really have it dump on that side. It needs to dump on the other side, which if I do this, hold on. There we go. That, hold on. No, if I did, hold on, I can do this, and then that. That will then dump on the correct side of the belt, and then we don't have to worry about because we do have to have the engines on that side. So there we go. I think that works pretty well. Go ahead and put two of them there. While they're attacking that side of the base, that's not ideal. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna make this a little more efficient this way. Do this. That go there, and then turn. Get back to there, and then we can put this here, which means I can move this one to there and there. Which then means I can put a second inserter for this one, because this one could use a second inserter. So could this one. Both of them could. Alright, well we can fix that. Which really, they're both producing, so it's not like it's a huge deal. But if you do something like that, though, it's not terrible. Get both machines going. Problem is, once again, it's coming down to we're just not producing enough of the wiring to be able to keep up with this this kind of system, I guess. I am getting kind of stumped with this. It's like, this should work. But we're just not producing enough wiring. Which I guess if we just produce a crap ton of wiring, because I mean we're overflowing with copper ore over here, so I'm not too concerned with that. So if we just found a way to make more copper wiring, that would help. So I wonder if we move this guy. I know, bit odd. Put that guy over there. Tell him to make yellow beakers. And then we have this guy. Oh, we do actually do it right there. And then in there, out there, put some power to it. And we're missing aircraft frames again, which is fine, because I think that's what we were having issues with anyways. If now we take... Do we have another crafter? Doesn't look like we do. Let's make a normal crafter. Or like a tier 2 crafter. I say normal because I don't think we'd ever use the other ones again. Alright, in there. Need another one for out. This guy's just going to make copper wiring. There. Drop it to there. Let's get some speed modules going on that guy. Seems like that's doing a little bit better. But yes, we are kind of limiting ourselves to how much copper wiring we can actually pull down to there. Which I guess if we do one, we can actually make a second line if we wanted to. I need a second one of those. I have to move my radar stations, which, I mean, in reality is not the worst thing. We can just move them if we can find them. There we are. So instead of this sharing a line, we are going to bring this down to there. So now each one's going to have a separate inserter, but it's going to be a red one so it can reach the copper on the other side. Which actually, in actuality, it really should be the other way around, shouldn't it? As in the iron should be on the far side, because it doesn't need as much iron. How much iron does it need to create one of those guys? Yeah, we should really switch those. Actually, really easy. Well, there's let's see an easy way to do this. What if we cut it here? All right, and then brought the iron over. So I guess I could do this and hold on. And then bring the. I'm just going to borrow this tunnel for a minute. Bring that to there, and then turn this there. So now that we have one for the iron ore, I'm going to clear this belt off. I'm going to get one for the copper wiring here. What I could do, think a little bit different way. Let's do that. Give me one of those. Put that there. And then we can turn, and bring... Oop, gotta do that. Now the reason I say I needed to inverse it is that we need 3 copper wiring for every 1 plate. These things are going to actually put or insert the copper wiring in faster, and so we should be able to, or kind of effectively, this should go faster to put stuff in than this guy would have. So that should boost production a little bit. But now we've got other issues because we're out of motors. Why are we out of motors? Oh, we don't have lubricant. Oh, because I don't have this reattached. There we go. So that should be going pretty good now, I would hope. We're even getting a little backup over here. Well, I should say so because we don't have any speed modules over here. That's an issue. Let's see if we have any other. We need at least probably 2 more if we have them. We have 8. Perfect. So now we can hopefully get this to, you know, going a little bit faster now. Seems like it's working. Oh, that's an issue. Because... Well, crap. Alright, well, I didn't mean to do that. That was a bit of a mistake on my part. Let's put that back there. I actually wanted to move that one. Alright, so let's just go ahead. We'll load it up with what it's missing. Because I have a bunch of this in my inventory that I don't need. And that. There we go. So that should be good for now. Fingers crossed. Even now, it's showing that this doesn't have enough stuff for it. I'm wondering if we just did this, would that be just as efficient as having 2 of those guys? Because really the problem is now is that we don't have... Fix this real quick. We really just don't have the... we'll move this. We need to move that down 1, that down 1. It doesn't seem like it's going fast enough, which is odd. Because we're not getting enough material in here. Do that. Which really now I can do this. And not worry about the long one. Ooh, that's not good. Alright, we need to get up there. Alright, so maybe that'll work, maybe it won't. I don't know. It's getting a little frustrating trying to figure out what to do. So let's take our mind off of it and let's go smash some bugs. Or at least try to figure out how to smash these bugs. We're up 20% though. So it's only been like an hour. It's only been like an hour. It's only gone up like 10%. Not ideal, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. Yeah, we have a full car there that we can't unload. Do we have a timer on this? We do. It's probably not the worst idea in the world. Let's go ahead and just send it back because we do have some issues with the iron field. So let's just go. Yeah, this is getting a little bit not good. I'll be honest with you. They're starting to destroy more stuff at the iron field, so let's get up here as fast as we can. Alright, we're missing a couple turrets. At least one here. And one right there. So we're missing 2. Yeah, it looks like they're out of repair stuff. So let's create a bunch of those, because those are very valuable for what we do up here. Repair things. Alright, so now what are we going to do? Well, I'm going to throw a bunch of laser turrets up here because it's getting worse enough to where they're having enough issues where I think it's kind of warranted. We also might have to run up to the copper area and make sure that's okay. Oh, crap. Okay, that scared the crap out of me. Didn't expect a bug there. That's the power armor is really cool. I'm thinking about getting like 2 lasers. We'll just blast everything. Be amazing. Come on. Go. Let's do this. Put another one up here. Looks like they're starting to attack up here as well. So maybe those howitzers might actually do us some good, especially with these bigger camps around here. That might help us, come to think of it. I don't know why they're all of a sudden starting to attack now. Pollution's starting to get a little worse, I guess. I'm not really sure. Another camp just popped up there. Oh, that's got a lot of turrets in it too. I don't like how close that is either. We're going to have to come back up here with the tank and start cleaning some more bugs out. I mean, it gives us some time to wait on our Spidertronics. It's unfortunately right now it's just a waiting game. Which what I might do, right now it's about 3:30. We have about 20 minutes, 25 minutes left of the stream. So what I'll probably do is we'll get the Spidertron today. I was kind of hoping we would. So we'll I'll probably play a little bit offline just so that we can actually, next stream that we play, we can actually, first thing to do is build it, and then we will get, oh good lord, I didn't realize how much stuff there was. We need a raw fish. Why do we need a fish for, alright, this is going to be interesting to try to build. I mean, we have all the materials, like exoskeleton I'm okay with. Portable fusion reactors, I think we've built one, well, we built one for ourselves, but that can maybe be a little bit of a headache. What else? I'm just kind of curious what else it needs. Rocket launchers, I'm not too concerned. Rocket control units, we haven't built one of those yet. What do they look like? Okay, that's actually not terrible. And then, what was the other thing it needed? The speed module or the efficiency module 3. Ooh. That's gonna be fun. Because that... It's pretty much what I expected, you know, for all of these. So it's not like... We might set up a temporary conveyor belt system and get that going, but... That shouldn't be too awful bad. Need to put some more steel in here. Because it sucks down the steel, doesn't it? So I need to be probably about 30 or 40 of those just to make sure that we're well armed for our fight for these guys. I'll just put that all in there just because I don't really see a need that I need to carry it on me. Alright, we'll come back here in just a minute, grab those. Do we need anything else? Is anything else like blowing up in my face right now? I don't really see anything that's blowing up in my face. $18. That should be 19. Oh, it's all 18, sorry. There's 19. We'll get 20 of them and we'll head out. Alright. I'll say, where's my tank? I know it was over here. I just couldn't figure out where it was at exactly. Alright, let's go ahead and re-equip. There. There. Oh. There. And there. Take this. Put it there and there. So that should be good. We got plenty of fuel. I don't have any more on me, so that'll have to do. Let's go check them. Grab as many canisters as it has ready for us before we go out squishing bugs again. Where was that? Oh, there it is. 10 more. I mean, that'd get us to our 30 that I thought we would need. So, that works out pretty well. Let's see here. There we go. Alright, bug squashing time. Save the game here. As we note with our previous encounters. And I just took out that power pole. Kudos to me. I'm going to go ahead and reload the game. Because I didn't have any steel on me to fix that, so... And that controls part of our turret system, so kind of important. Alright, so let's try to go up to the iron field, stuff like that, and try to take out as much as we can that is around that area. Because I get a feeling that's what... Or, you know, it seems like that's what's having a few issues. So there was one really close and a bunch of turrets at it, or like the spinning turrets, whatever you want to call them. So it's not ideal, I'll be honest with you. Right, here's the first one I wanted to look at. Not quite close enough yet. Alright, well that guy can hit me, so... Oh, alright, here they all come. Alright, well I've already used 8 canisters. Not ideal for how many camps are out here. Alright, so I think these are just turrets down here, which really what I can do is just blow them out. There we go. There we go. That one wasn't too hard. Do some repairs. There, it's all taken care of. Let's go to the next one. Let's go and oop, that's save game. Alright, so this one up here is kind of one I'm worried about. And there's oh crap, there's actually one that just popped up here. Or like a attack, I should say. Let's help these guys out, because if not, I have to repair the damage anyway, so oh, got a little nick on the tank there. But that actually wasn't too bad. Oh, I'm curious about something. I can build a rocket launcher. You know what? Unfortunately, we didn't get to build or get to play with the Spidertron. But let's actually use some of the weapons that we might see on the server. So this is the Spidertron. So let's use a rocket launcher and see what happens. Because I feel like we're going to probably take down that main big base over there. If we do that, our rocket launcher, what we do, we can pull everybody out. So kill all the bugs and then launch missiles in there. Hopefully, oh my lord. And a half. Alright, well, let's see if we can take out these guys. Okay, alright. Didn't mean to do that. Alright. Oh boy, that's a lot of turrets. This is not going to be a fun fight. Let's get rid of the spawner real quick. No more bugs will spawn at least. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright, so at least we got the spawner down. Alright, you know what? I think it's time for a test fire of our rocket launcher against those towers. See if we can maybe get an idea, get a feel for how it works. So I'm gonna park the tank nearby, because reasons. Oh crap. I really didn't do too much there. Alright, well, I guess maybe it's not as effective as I thought it would be. There we go. Alright, so that camp's been squashed. Hold on here, why are we creating explosive ones? So like these normal rockets actually do more damage. You know why we aren't just creating the normal ones. Alright, well. We're gonna try those again. Alright, so this one's actually in the trees, so I'll be a little more careful because I can get stuck a little bit easier this way. I hear him coming after me now. Rid of that guy there. So that camp's gone now. I really want to see if I can take on the bigger one up north. If I can use a rocket launcher and get rid of some of them before they even really, find out, That might help my cause a little bit. But they're getting ready for another attack here soon. Let's get this going here. Save the game. So yeah, it's got the explosive ones. Let's just put the regular rockets on there. Maybe they'll actually be a little more fun. Alright, guys. Let's see if we can get rid of some of these guys before we actually go in. It's kind of what I was hoping. They would bring out a bunch of guys. We can just kill them really quick. Well, their problem is they're producing a lot of guys very quickly. So here's my idea. Oh boy. Alright, alright. Well, that didn't work out very well. I mean, it killed about half this spawner, so it's not like it's the worst idea in the world, but... Alright, let's lead them down this way. Get them away from the copper area. We gotta keep up this attack, though. Pair complete. Let's see if we can get... Oh, shoot. Gonna re-equip real quick. We cleared out a lot of them. So that's always good. Uh-oh. Yep, that's what I'm worried about. Alright, put it in gear. Let's go. Yeah, there is quite a few already spawned again, but we can keep it up. We can kind of do a loop. Oh, crap. There's a lot more than I expected. Alright, well, let's keep on firing. Kite them around a little bit. Alright, I am almost out of ammo for that. Not ideal. So we can burn one of these guys down. Alright, well, there's part of it gone. I think the camp north here is even bigger than this one, which is a bit concerning. Alright, out of that, start shelling these guys. When I first started playing this game, this is kind of how I fought. I would just kind of drive around in circles. And, alright, so I've killed a couple of their spawners. Let's see if maybe I really need to, repair this thing. Actually run south to the iron field. Look how many monsters, or how many bugs there are. We've killed a lot of them. I mean, we have, but the problem is they keep spawning. Let's see if we can take this camp down. That might be a good stopping point for today. Ooh, I just took power out to the iron field. here's what we're going to do. We're going to... Just to get back into the fight here. We're going to drop as much ammo as we can into it, and then let's get back up and start fighting again. A personal laser, though, if we had like 2 or 3 of them, just do like a laser light show and take down as many bugs as we can. Be amazing. Alright, let's head back into these guys. Laser's already starting to trying to cut through some of these guys. Probably they've already amassed quite a few more. Alright, another run coming in. So I can get rid of a couple of them. There's another one gone. There's 2 more gone. I got some of these bugs off of me now, so maybe I can focus on the spawners a little bit more on the turrets. Another spawner down. Alright. Another spawner down. We just might do this. Alright, I think all the spawners are down now, so we can just clean up the bugs really quick. Alright, so we've got all those guys down. Let's do a quick repair. Let's take all the turrets down. And I think this camp will finally be gone. Come on, there we go. Okay, that was utter devastation. That was a good fight. I think this is actually something that we haven't really had a big challenge like this, but good lord, look at all this. Just bugs strewn everywhere. Just absolute devastation. And that took a while. That's a big camp, and that's what I'm kind of concerned about. This is what I'm hoping the Spidertron fixes. I'm hoping those 4 like rocket launchers, we can just fire like 4 at a time and just blow up as many bugs as we can at once. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for the stream today. So let's head back to the camp. Unfortunately, we didn't really get our goal done that we tried to set out for at the beginning of the stream here. We're trying to get Spidertron. I didn't know there was actually some extra research that we had to do. I thought we were pretty much on the last one, but that's my fault. So let me head back to camp here. But really, we did get some of the stuff that's going a little more efficiently now. Oh crap, they're attacking that uranium mine now. That's not good. We might have to run over there and help them out before we wrap up the stream. I better go check over there before we end, because I don't want to lose that before we end the stream here. So I'm gonna run up here. The gate's up here. There we go. Slip in there. All right. So I'll park the tank up here somewhere. There we go. We go repair real quick. I thought we were going to end the stream, but we're going to do one quick check before we do. We can make sure the uranium mine's okay. So let me grab some more steel. We'll create a couple more turrets while we're up there, just to be sure. Because our steel is over here. All right, so let's create 5 of those. If we have time, it might be something I do just right after the stream ends. We'll see. Because I know this. I forgot to save after that camp, didn't I? Oh, if I do that fight all over again, oh, that's gonna suck. I got an achievement though. Get killed by a train. Not ideal. Where did that put me? Oh, right in the middle of that fight. All right, well, we got to finish the fight. But man, it is right in the thick of this fight, isn't it? All right, well, this is. We'll see how this goes again for round 2. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There's still a spawner up. I need to get rid of that. There we go. Alright. There we go. Well, that's not probably not the most ideal way to end the stream, but we know that the uranium mine's about to be attacked, but we'll have to worry about that next stream. Didn't expect that. That's an interesting way to end that stream. Oh boy, that was funny. That's what I get for using train gates as a way to get in and out of the base. I didn't even follow my own basic rules. Stop, look, and listen. Pretty simple. Didn't do either one of those. Alright, so we'll drive back to the base, guys, and we'll call it a stream here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream. It'll be, 2 weeks now until we actually get to play Factorio again. Next week, Christmas, and then the following Friday will be New Year's Day. So we'll do a stream there to kick off the new year. Be kind of fun. And we're actually getting to a 1-year anniversary of me starting to stream, which is pretty crazy. I didn't expect that I would get that far. But hey, that's kind of how we are. So let's go ahead and park the tank here. And a little more, and stop. Alrighty. So let's save the game here. We'll save it as my stream playthrough. Go ahead and pop out to the main camera, guys. Well, thank you for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate it. If you guys are curious on how to help me, kind of help the channel out at all, the best way you can do it right now is just leaving a follow. We're up to, I think, 47 right now. We're trying to get to 50 before the end of the year. We're going to be a little close. I think we got, right now, kind of as the schedule goes, we have, I think, 3 streams left. And we're kind of doing well, actually, really, for this year, we only have 2, I guess. We have next Wednesday, which we're going to not be playing Planet Coaster this week. Taking a little bit of a break from it. I think it's getting a little bit stale, and I think there's some other games I want to try and play. But I actually think about doing some BattleTech that day, because I know we started that series and we never finished it, and I think that would be a great one to try to wrap up. And then the following Friday, I'm not going to stream on Christmas, but the following Wednesday, so 2 weeks from, or a week from this Wednesday, we're going to be playing something else. I don't know what that will be. If we have to do BattleTech, I don't think we will have to. I think BattleTech we can pretty much wrap up in one playthrough, and then so we'll figure out something from the next Wednesday, and that Friday is New Year's. So we only have 2 streams left. We're trying to get 3 more followers. I think we can still do it. I think we can. We're trying to get to that affiliate goal as 50. So we'll be close for the end of the year. If you guys are wanting to see any more content from me, I do have a YouTube channel that I archive all my streams on. It's linked below the stream here. So if you guys are curious about that, you can always go there. There's, almost a full year's worth of streams on there. So be kind of neat to see if you guys are interested in that. I think for right now, that's going to be it for me, guys. I'll see you on Wednesday for some BattleTech. We're going to get back and see if we can beat the game finally. And so, guys, I hope you have a great weekend this weekend, and I'll see you on Wednesday for some more BattleTech. But until then, guys, take care.